Hi, this is Karen, and I am going to give you a quick tour of the new BillTrack50 user management features. And this is one of the bigger changes we've made to BillTrack50, and I think one of the most important. So let's take a look. First, we have a new philosophy. Everyone can make everything. So this is our biggest change. So now anybody can, in your account, can create bill sheets, stakeholder pages, regulation sheets if you have a subscription, and so forth. So everybody is now able to make anything you want, no matter what their user level is. All right, so everybody can create items now. So hopefully that will be pretty exciting news. When you create a bill sheet or whatever, it starts out private, so that only the person who made it can see it. And so everybody can see their own thing and create as many things as they want without cluttering up the accounts of everybody else. So hopefully that will help really keep your account under control and nice and tidy for other users, even if one person likes to create a lot of different searches. But you can still share the sheets, of course, with anybody else in the account because collaboration is what we are all about. And so we have hopefully improved the tools for helping you now share these items. All right, so let's start with what is mostly still the same and then move into how this new sharing is going to work out. So starting with company admin, so that is the same as it ever was. It still lives up here in the account menu. I can go up here and say manage account. And now that is going to be my subscriptions and my invoices and stuff like that is just here in the account management. All right. So simple as that. The user management now is going to be here, manage users. So you've got that choice like you used to. And now I can edit a specific user. So let's edit Phil here. And I've still got the account level stuff. So I've still got the company admin. I can make Phil admin if I wanted. We've got this new security administrator, which we'll get into in a minute. And then template administrator is the same as it ever was. And so I can turn that on for Phil, and he'll have access to all the templates, be able to see them, add new templates, and change existing templates. Now notice if Phil is actually logged in right now, when I make this change and save it, it'll log him out. So be aware of that. Let him know that he'll be logged out because you're making that change. But otherwise, all set. All right, so let me move this out of the way. So company admin, template admin, much the same as they ever were, but now we've got the new security admin. All right, so anyone you make into a security admin is going to be allowed to assign permissions to anyone else for any of the items. So instead of keeping separate who can assign bill sheets and who can assign scorecards, any security admin will be able to decide who's allowed to see each item. So if Phil makes a new bill sheet, for example, then he'll be able to see it automatically. And then if he is also a security admin, he'll be able to come in and say manage users and go to Michael and share his new bill sheet with Michael. So he'll just go to the bill sheet and assign whatever level he wants, and the levels are the same as they used to be. So that is how Phil could share new things he creates with anyone he wants to. All right, so each person still has, if they're a security admin, can add stuff. Now, if Phil isn't a security admin, then he's going to need to ask a security admin to share his sheet with the people he thinks should have it. All right, so if you're a security admin, you can create things, share them with anyone right away. If you're not, you can still create things willy-nilly. But if they need to be shared, then someone's going to have to do that and approve that for you. So that should give you really good control over what everybody's account looks like. All right. So that is the new security admin. So it's a lot like the bill sheet admin rolled together with the stakeholder admin and the scorecard admin. So it's just admin is now, you can either do this or not. You can assign permissions or not for each different item. Okay, so that's fine if Phil has 3 people he wants to share it with. But of course, it might be quite a bit more complicated than that. You might have a lot of users and a lot of sheets and a lot of different permissions. So that's where our new enterprise level comes in. Okay, so we are adding in groups. So groups is going to give you the ability to manage these things conveniently. So basically, the company admin is still going to have visibility into everything in the account as it is now. So the company admin can assign permissions and can always see every bill sheet that's been created in the account, which will let them help anyone using the account. So the company admin still is in control of everything. You can have free-floating users who just are in the account, and maybe they've got a couple things that they've created. Maybe they have something that the company admin shared with them. So, a user can just be kind of hanging out using BillTrack50 and sharing, with other users in the account. But if you have enterprise level, then you can create a group and then assign a group admin. So a group is going to have permissions to a set of things. So you'll create a group and you'll add bill sheets to that group and scorecards to that group. And then any user you add to that group will have permission to the bill sheets and the scorecards and the whatnot that you have added to that group. So the way you might use this is if you are a national organization and you have state chapters, you might have a few national searches that you maintain, but then you would like to have, say, a Florida group. So you can create that group. You can give them view permission to see the one big national search that you want everyone to see. And then you can let them create their own Florida stuff. So they can create their own Florida searches and their own Florida scorecard. And you put a Florida person in charge of that. And then that Florida person will be able to create new things and give, and then whatever's in they add to that group will be able to be shared with everybody in the Florida group. The group admin can also create new users, but they'll be limited to seeing just what's in the Florida group. All right, so basically the chapter can manage itself, create all the BillTrack50 items they need, while still being able to see whatever national level stuff you want to share with them. Plus, you'll have visibility into what they're doing, and you can jump in and help if you need to, or you can kick out users if you need to, or whatever. So you're still in control, but the group admin is going to be able to actually do the work and only come to you when necessary. If you are a trade association, and you have added companies, some of your members have decided that they would like to use BillTrack50, and that's a member benefit you've decided to offer as part of being a trade association in the trade association, then you can create a group called members, and you can have the 3 or 4 things that are the vetted bills that you've already looked over that you would like to share with members. And so then whenever you add someone as a member, you can just chuck them into the member group and they'll have access to all the things that you want them to be able to share without seeing all the other stuff that you are up to. Plus, they'll be able to make their own searches, but no one else will see those. They're not going to clutter up the group for anybody else. So the fact that each user can create their own private things is really going to be handy for those users. And then they'll still have access to see, maybe you'll just give them view access, the things you want to share with members. If you wanted to, you could even create a group for the company and assign a group admin for the company, and then the company would be able to add their own users and control all of that, and you'll be able to see what they're up to all the time. So that is another option that you can offer. All right. So hopefully these groups are going to come in really handy, and you're going to really like being able to just decide what the stuff is going to be and then share it with anyone who needs it. And of course, a person can be in more than one group, so you can say, you know what, this person needs to see Florida and also Georgia, right? And then it very simply, you just add them to the Florida group, add them to the Georgia group, and then they can see whatever's in both. All right, so hopefully if you are in the situation where you've got a ton of bill sheets and a lot of users and all kinds of groups, this is going to make your life much, much easier. All right, so that is group admin. All right, so please reach out if you have any questions, concerns, if you want to see the new enterprise level, if you don't like how the permissions are set now, if you want to consider how you would like to rearrange things now with these new powers, we would love to talk to you and help you. So please do reach out to me or Michael or Patsy anytime, and we're happy to chat, walk you through it, change the permissions if you need, or anything like that. So thanks so much.